June 14th, 2002. 81 years old. Tim Ray is telling his ex-firefighter buddies at how 80-fucking-1 his neighbor Rose started smoking. Found a stash of a dead husband's stale stogies and blam! Burn holes everywhere, the new neighbors report. All the places she bumped into things, lit end first. Tim has spent the last 9 years waiting for the brick house to ignite and, with it, his own wooden cape. What one ember on a sea breeze on a dry night could manage. All heads in the yard nod, concurring. Point is, Tim sleeps better since the murder house sold. He lost a nostril not long ago, surgery, and still, he sleeps so much better. If the rhododendrons weren't in hysterical white bloom, they could see across the shared beachfront lawn and in through the picture windows of the notorious dining room. There, according to everyone, a Chinese dude shot Rose's son. Too late for Tim to correct them. Too risky, too. He'd worked, and drunk, hard to forget what he'd witnessed. And fuck it, Tim rationalized. Who'd even care now? 59 locals just died on 9/11. 2 months later, a plane crash took out 5 more, along with some 260 on board. The Golden Venture disaster is now so last century that it's only even mentioned in connection with the Impolitary House. Almost nostalgically, Chris D. recalls one corpse-like teen Asian who'd tied a bucket to his waist, thinking it'd help him float. Then the conversation swings back to Tim and his new neighbors, the Glassmans. They're perfect. Scratch that. Compared to Rose, not to mention his own skimpy clan, they're as ideal as possible. A mom and a dad, a grumpy stick-figure Gramps, 2 red-haired daughters, and a 3rd kid on the way. If they hadn't been escapees from an apartment near Ground Zero, Tim would have wondered what the hellsy they were even doing here, in Rockaway. True, he barely knows them. Even after 5 months, this is the case. Only 4-year-old Sage has logged any real time outside. They just let her out the back door, same as Tim does with his mutt Blackie, when he's too lazy to walk him. Lately, Blackie, the girl, and her imaginary pirate friend, Ed, spend whole afternoons in search of buried treasure. Rose's mutant-looking cherry tree is home base. Down there, Tim points his Fresca 12-ounce to where a chest-high brick wall runs parallel to the beach, separating sand from yard, city from private property. In the middle of the wall, partially obscured by cherry branches, a small wooden door is flapping open to let in the little gang. See 'em? First Blackie, toting treasure, garbage, in his jaws. Next, tiny orange-haired Sage, fisting a jumbo plastic ketchup bottle. Finally, presumably, the imaginary Ed. The kid hauls her invisible pal and that Heinz around everywhere. Oh yeah. Oh yeah? Bean palms his bald spot in disbelief, a quarter-size patch of skin flushed from his coughing. Smiling tightens Tim's scar tissue unpleasantly, but how to help it? Finally, some new blood around. Whoa, Butter! Your ears are blushing. Is it the mom, or are you a petty? All 3 of the next-door females, with their bony limbs, big joints, and orange frizz, might have been drawn by Dr. Seuss, so it's nothing like Bean McMoron imagines. But the Glassman family as a whole does make Tim feel kind of buzzed. And he's the only sober guy in the yard. 8 months, 3 weeks, 5 days. So what's that? Mark, no last name, his AA sponsor, insists Tim should be avoiding his old friends. Friends? Yeah, sure. Bean and Chris D., 2 middle-aged 9/11 heroes who still regularly chug a 6-pack apiece, laugh at farts, and call women stains. That Glassman mom's old, but she's no stain, Chris D. opines, cupping his hands in front of his buff pecs to describe her. Medicine ball tits. Chris D. got a BS in PE from BU. Because she's pregnant, dickhead, Tim says, only fueling the guy's rant. My point exactly. They're extra horny knocked up. More blood flow to the... Is that true? Bean's got 2 kids to Christie's 1, so how come he never heard of this supposed phenomenon? 'Cause you're...